there are a lot of shifting energies taking place on the planet right now. I've been seeing things, my friends have been seeing things, we've been hearing things, and we've been feeling things. And as these energies shift and we're moved into this new earth, right? We are moving through massive waves of high vibrational energy. And as this takes place, this high vibrational energy is going to be bringing up a lot of uncomfortable feelings, a lot of uncomfortable actual physical situations taking place in our physical lives that we're experiencing. So in this video, what I want to talk about is how to remain fearless in the face of all of these changes and the anxiety and the depression and the circumstances and things that are coming up in the world right now for all of us. Welcome back to Vibes and Frequencies. I'm Nathan, and I make videos to help people to be the most powerful expression of themselves. And in today's video, we're going to do that by talking about what it means to be fearless in the face of all of these changes and things that are taking place. Now, the word fearless suggests that you are having less fear, or that you are to be without fear. But this is actually not really the case. To be fearless is not to have zero fear at all, but to walk open heart, totally open into life, even though there's fear. Even though there are things going on that are scary and that bother us and make us uncomfortable. To be fearless is not to pretend like these things don't exist or to get to a place where they don't exist. These things are always going to exist. It is the natural fundamental process of the world that we live in. Things are happening all around us. So do we want to go down the path of ignoring and pretending and living in our minds? Or can we find ourselves present here, seeing things as they truly are? Everything just is. So these aren't things to get rid of, but these are things to simply just see for what they truly are. So a really good example of this is, so you've got your heart broken before. So let's go ahead and use this as an example. Here you are so sad, your heart's broken. What is more fearless? Is it more fearless to walk around with a shield now? Is it more fearless to never experience love again and to decide that everybody sucks and you have a broken heart and that's the end of the line? Is that more fearless? Or is it more fearless to walk into new relationships with an open heart, even though you've been wounded, even though it hurts, even though there's pain in the world, even though things don't always line up to bring you the kind of happiness that you maybe prefer? Are you going to shield yourself and be fearless, or are you going to be fearless by walking into a life and allowing yourself to experience all of these things anyways, even though they hurt, even though there's pain, even though we are all humans and we are here and we are living, in a sense, in this kind of energy of duality right now, even though it's shifting into a higher vibrational way of being, this is still the truth. This is the fundamental truth of what is taking place in our lives right now. So walking into life with your heart open and exposed, even though there's pain, even though you are hurting, this is what true strength is, and this is what it really means to be fearless. Fearless is not the absence of fear. Fearless is experiencing life even though there's fear and being open to it, because that is part of our life path as it unfolds. Now, the reason that this video is coming about, a lot of you who may have seen the last two videos or so, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm holding this up right now. Nathan, what are you doing? I don't know. I really don't know. A lot of you may have seen that I was going to post a video today about ego and the different layers of ego. Now, the reason that I'm making this video instead about being fearless, holds up the whiteboard again. I'm gonna put that down. I don't even know why I keep showing that to you. The reason I'm making this video is because there are waves of energy taking place right now. There are actual frequency upgrades that are just being projected out for all of us. And I know many people right now have been contacting me about having a hard time in their lives. There's actual things going on in people's lives that are kind of disaster type situations. Now, it's not me saying that these are not a big deal and that we should just be happy regardless, right? Because this is not the case. This is the case of what I used to believe. I used to believe that because we are a decision maker, we can go about our experience in the life and make choices to make choices about what we want to experience and see. So I would choose in a painful situation to see it as good, right? I would choose to see it as good. I would pretend, essentially, and convince myself that it was good, that it's not bad, that it's an opportunity. Now, all of these things are true because they were true to me, and I was choosing to experience them in that way. And you have this power as well. I know you know it. So just because we have the power to choose the way that something might feel or the way that we interpret it doesn't actually mean that that's what it actually truly is. Because there is no good, there's no bad, there's no right, there's no wrong, there is no beauty, there is no ugliness. Everything that we can see is just simply here, as are we. And a lot of our experience in life is all of this kind of path unfolding for us, and we feel the energy and we feel the feelings. But to be encompassed by choosing to see it a certain way means that we're missing life, actually. We're essentially living in a fantasy book, a fantasy novel, right? A movie, a show. And we can do whatever we want. A lot of us, that might actually be our life path unfolding. So that's okay. It's totally okay. But at the end of the day, there is a world that is outside of our perception. It's here, regardless, you know? This does not all exist just because I believe that it does. This is here. I am here. So what does it mean to remain fearless in the face of all of these changes and these feelings and these things coming up? What it means to be fearless is to allow ourselves to feel these things. When life says, hey, here's a situation for you. Here's some new energy for you. Here's some pain. Here's some suffering. Here's some happiness. Here's some joy. You know, it's not all just one or the other. It's a good mixture, you know. When life says, here's this situation for you, here's what's going on right now, the way to be fearless is to feel it, to be that experience. I'll give you an example. Somebody commented on a video of mine like 2 weeks ago or so, and I can quote it quite literally because I've got a clear image of it in my mind right now. Their quote says, "Nathan, what the F has happened to you? You used to be so in love with music. Now you're just a snake oil salesman." So clearly this is somebody from my past who, you know, was part of my life in the past and has felt my music and seen that, and they don't understand what I'm doing right now, right? So this is okay. But who has just said those things about that situation? Who has just said that this person doesn't understand who I am now? Well, that's my ego. It's my ego that is saying this. So that's not actual fearlessness. Fearlessness isn't for me to look at this comment that somebody says and to go, they don't know what they're talking about. Or I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to pretend like I didn't see that. No, instead what I did is I actually felt really hurt. I felt a lot of pain from that. You know, sometimes it does bother me that the people from my previous person that I was in my life, they don't understand me. They don't get what I'm doing. I really just seem like quite a crazy person. And people in my past life really take no... They're totally cool with sharing that with me and letting me know how they feel about who I am now. And so that hurt my feelings. And so for multiple days, I sat and I kept allowing that to come into my energy field. I kept thinking about it. And I kept feeling this pain from that. And I was feeling ashamed. And I was feeling the energy that they were probably trying to project at me. And that was me being fearless. Feeling that. Thinking about that for multiple days, hiking and having that keep popping into my head, that I suck and I'm just a snake oil salesman. That was painful. But I didn't pretend it wasn't there. You know, I didn't take drugs to help myself to feel better. I allowed myself to sit in this energy and to feel it. And I am a much stronger person now because of it. This is what fearlessness is. And the next time somebody leaves a hurtful comment for me, I will read it. I read them all the way through. And I really listen to what people are saying, and I allow myself to feel the energy that they are trying to share with me. Because it's life. I'm listening to life. I'm listening. When life says something, when I'm presented an opportunity, we experience it. We walk forwards into the sun with our heart open, ready to feel love, ready to feel pain, ready to be stabbed repeatedly by anybody walking by with a knife who wants to. Because it's life. It's taking place. Fearlessness is not pretending that something doesn't exist or deciding that it doesn't actually mean something or deciding what it does mean. Fearlessness is to just sit there and be and experience it. So this is how we can remain fearless in the changes in the world that are coming right now. You're bound to feel a lot more sensitive and a lot more raw and exposed to the things taking place in your life right now. I'm telling you. And you know, that's something that I don't even have to tell you. I'm sure that you can feel it as well. This is taking place. This is a truth that is outside of ourselves. Things are changing in the world. They are always changing. And so who are we to decide and to make statements and control and try to create? If we sit and we let it be, this is where we find ourselves in a very powerful, fearless position. I cry at least once a week, probably. To me, it's because I'm fearless. But it's not me saying with my mind that this is what makes me fearless, crying. It's because when tears come, I allow them to come down my face. When love is in my heart, I allow myself to express and to share that. When I'm having a hard time in my life, I allow myself to feel that. There are experiences all around us. Right? Another example. I am so free. I am so free. I live on the road. I get to just hang out in Sedona all day. I get to make videos. There are so many amazing things about my life. It is so awesome. I love it. But it would be completely ignorant for me to fixate on just that and walk around in my ego going, oh, my life's just the best. You know? I live alone in my car in the middle of the desert. There are things about my life that are not of this kind of, you know, blissful state of being. We all have these in our lives. There is a balance, and we are actually right in the center of all of it, experiencing it all unfold. So to be fearless in this, to be fearless is not for me to choose to say that there are no difficulties in my life at all, that it's all good, it's all sunshine and rainbows. There's no bad in the world. There's no bad in the world. That's just a story. There's nothing bad or dark in the world. No, that's not fearless. That's not fearlessness. Fearlessness is being here, allowing myself to experience all of the things that truly are, outside of my mind, of me stating what it's going to be or choosing how I'm going to feel about it. Life simply is. We simply are. That's what it means to be fearless. Keep experiencing it. Don't give up and keep going. The place that we are going to is right here and right now. That's what we're actually going to. We're not going to a new earth. We're not moving away from being a human. We're not going to transcend into some kind of like... We could choose to believe whatever we want, and yes, this will influence our experience in life. It will influence our experience in life. But what if the most powerful experience is to simply be here now and experience the things that are right here for what they truly are, outside of the definitions, outside of the ego? I don't believe that it is. It just is. So thank you so much for watching this Vibes and Frequencies video. I do appreciate you very much. I do make 3 videos a week. This one was very nonchalant in comparison to some of the others. So if you want to subscribe, that would be cool. And I'll see you soon. And remember that we could feel happy, we could feel sad. Just feel it. Feel it for what it is. And I'll see you soon. Have a good one.